I'll hit the button. Go on.
Hi, good evening. Welcome to Middleton Popstars Academy's live stream. I've just been speaking to Sharon off camera actually, so I'm hoping she's going to come back on camera because we've just been shouting at her husband for not finishing the kitchen. But anyways, for all those wondering what we're doing, we've been doing loads of stuff, loads of cakes and bakes with Mama G's. We've been doing loads of parcels to the community. Actually, I've been at it all day again today. I've got to say hello to Celine from Alkington. We've done our last parcel to her today, so I hope everything goes all right, Celine. She can't join us because she doesn't have the tech. But we've been doing all that and just trying to keep busy and do any repairs that we need. And let's face it, with this rain, we keep getting repairs, I'll tell you. So there's one thing after another to do on that. But wow, I'm missing the dancing and the performing and all you lot, to be fair. So I'm just hoping that some of you's going to join me today, and we can have a chat about what next, really, to be honest. Sharon there?
Sharon is there. We can put her on now for you.
Thank you.
There we go.
And
there you are,
what
Sharon.
are you doing, Sharon? Cutting you out. Hello.
I'm so
important. But so yeah, it's just dead annoying because I'm walking around empty bloody building on my own, just doing repairs. And I mean, the community bakes and things like that are keeping me busy because I've been out to so many. But it's not the same as doing what we do, is it? Really, to be honest.
No, not really.
Missed it, Sharon. I miss it so much. It's like I can't
wait be now.
Hey?
I feel like the Michelin man. I need some exercise.
Oh God, me too. It's awful. I'm right, because as much as I want to be motivated, I get up and I want to do a bit, but it's not the same on your own, is it? Do you know what I mean? I go dancing and I'm like dancing on my own. I'm thinking, this is pretty. I can't say, will you join me? Because there's nobody there to join me. Right. And I keep doing the this is how we do it dance. So I know it inside out. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. I know it inside out now, but there's only so many things you can do with it, to be fair. And I've got no one to throw over the back of my shoulders, so
I've got Chloe and Emma have both come on as well.
All right, say
I'm
hello.
just gonna.
Your M's on now, I think.
There we go. We can put screen on it. Chloe's here as well, but I'm just waiting for some more stuff to come up from her,
right.
and then we can put it on the screen as well.
All on the camera. Cool.
I'm knackered. I'm knackered. I've literally just finished.
You just finished?
Yeah.
Well, I just finished because I've just been up to. I was just saying to your mum, I've just been up to Alkington doing the last community deliveries. But so I thought, well, soon as why is Emma gone off?
Oh,
Jacob,
her internet might have just dropped out.
Hey.
Her internet's just dropped out. Yeah, we'll put her back on again. She's just come back on there. Carl's there as well. I'm just waiting for Carl to put a camera or a microphone or something on.
Honest to God, it's been a night. I just said to your mum, it's been a nightmare. I'm walking around an empty building. I feel like
I could hear you.
Do you know what?
I could hear you. I just couldn't speak to you. But I can't. I need to be dancing. I'm just getting so fat.
We just get that.
We've just been saying Michelin women together.
Honestly, I just want to get back and get back into it and just lose some weight. I'm just like fat.
I know, I'm the same. It's just I went for a walk, but now the rain stopped. I think the rain has decided to kill the COVID, so it's not stopped raining for 2 weeks. So I'm not walking in the rain as well. I mean, that's making a bit.
Ian has just said he's managed to keep his figure.
Okay, Ian, you tell yourself that every day. Cross on my face here. You can't get the tech here, you know. Look at the cross on my face. Look. Yeah, but I don't like it.
I've got Chloe there as well, but I don't think her microphone's working. Carl's in, but I can't see him either. And I've got
We've got you, Carl, but we can't hear you and we can't
there
see
you go.
you.
Carl's just gone off, so I think he might come back on in a minute.
All right, we've got Carl.
Michelle's trying to do it as well.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
I
we can
can
hear
see
everybody
you.
else.
We can't see you.
You can't see me.
Oh, Babs is here as well. Hang on, we'll get Babs on as well. There we go.
Hey!
Full
Hey.
Are you all right?
Hi.
Good.
Well, you know what? You can do it even if it's
I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
He can't hear us.
Oh,
That's
Michelle's
all right,
managed to get on.
I can't hear you.
Hi.
Can you hear me? Hello. Hi. Can you hear us, Michelle?
Yeah, I can now.
Hey!
Yeah. So just you, Babalola. Everyone can hear us, but just you. Must
I
be
can't
your
hear you
end.
on.
I'll just drop him a message now and see what he says.
Yeah, drop him a
I'm gonna
message.
do
He's
that
going to
now.
drop you a message if you can lip read. Lip read. Oh my God! I've been just writing, just doing plays, going out to the community, doing all sorts. But it's not the same as being together and doing the dancing. And it's like I said to these before, Michelle, I've been starting walking, but honest to God, it's like rain now. God knows how long. And I keep saying, I'm not walking in the rain. I'm not walking in the rain.
No.
I'm sick of it. I am absolutely sick of it. I keep telling myself there's a ghost on stage in the theatre. So I have a dance with the ghost to pretend it's there, but...
Oh my God. You're going crazy. I know, I've been looking at all the pictures, and I'll keep sending you some, don't I, Anne? Of stuff we've done, and it's great to look back on and realise actually how good we are and how much we've improved.
I know.
I love it.
I know. And did you see yours, Emma, that was that
I saw it.
Yeah. It's great, isn't it?
I was skinny then.
Skinny.
I was skinny then. That was when we were doing like 2 lessons a week and 3 lessons a week and stuff. I was super skinny.
And the thing is, even though for us, because you keep on going and you're just doing bits of it, it's like the full dance, like you're doing bits. I've just done like a couple of minutes now, and it's just like you just want to do it, and it's so bad that I just keep thinking, is he going to say it tomorrow? Is he going to say it tomorrow?
Can we go back yet?
Can we go back yet? But it's a nightmare, isn't it? And I've looked round and there's so many theatres closed for good and won't open. It's just so sad. And then you've got clever asses saying, retrain for a job. Why should people retrain when they've worked so hard? Like Carl and Babalola, that they live in. Why should they retrain to do something else? It's not fair.
No, that's it. And you end up stuck in something that you just don't want to do.
I know, and they trained really, if you think about it. They trained all
the smell off the ceiling.
It's a ghost. Well, that was but you know what?
And I can't hear you. I'm getting reverb off someone. I don't know who it is. It could be me.
Oh, it's Michelle's laptop.
There we go.
There you go.
We're just getting a little bit of interference. I think she's got the volume set a little high on the laptop. So that's
just check your volume on your laptop. Turn it down a bit, Michelle, he said. This is me tech talking, Michelle, you know, not me. Not me.
We can try. We've lost Babs's video. Chloe's won't join, but...
Chloe's won't join?
No.
Has Carl joined?
Carl joined for a second, but I can't get him back.
Yeah, so Carl's tried to join, he can't get on. Babalola's tried to join and he can't get on. But us 4 women, the 2 men can't manage it. But here we are. I'm just saying, lads, if you're listening, us 4 girls.
We've got Carl. Now you've said that, we've got Carl.
Oh, now we've got Carl.
Yay!
Carl.
Just let him pop his headphones in 1 sec. Oh.
Can you hear us? Can you hear us, Carl? All right.
I'll pop it back on in a sec. Just give him a sec while he sorts
He's
that
just
out.
sorting his earphones out. And here's me calling guys, and it's us 4 girls. I said, what I should have done is walk to Sharon's, pick Sharon up, walk to Michelle's, pick her up, walk to Emma's, pick her up. We should have gone for a walk, and then Adam
I
said,
know. Stand
"Can't,
under the bandstand.
you can only meet one." Oh, shut up.
Oh no.
Honestly, I've been walking with Adam until the rain started last week. And like he said, don't want to get wet every day. It's just absolutely
No.
not even like a little bit. It's not stopped raining. Do you know what I mean? Oh, are you with us now, Carl?
Oh
I
shit,
can hear.
I've not turned my work phone off.
Don't matter, does it?
Hang on. Let's give her a second while she gets that off.
So what have you been doing, Michelle?
Working, cleaning,
Oh.
relagged the loft. Done
Have
that.
you?
Yeah. Quite amazing, really, what you can do, isn't it?
Yeah. I've been doing stuff here at Popstars. We've just been trying to we put new stuff in the theatre. We've put more new stuff. Just trying to think about some new matting area so that at the front of the carpet where the very front seats are, where everybody keeps ruining it, and it's as much as he says, so like, do the carpet. But if you look at the carpet, really, it's just discoloured from the sun. And then all at the bottom at the front, no matter how many times I clean it, they just keep spilling the drinks at the front. So I'm thinking of like, I've put a massive big load of black matting at the front just to see if it's going to work. Loads of stuff like that, just trial and error. I've got some new lighting. We've got some new mics. We've got the beige ones that you put here so you can't see them when you're singing or you're on theatre. But yeah, we've got quite a few new things. That's all I keep doing, really. We're just doing repairs or thinking, right, well, what can we do next? Just keeping busy, innit? Busy all the time. And writing, of course.
Have you done that? Have you finished your thing that you're writing?
Because I just keep getting disturbed from one thing or another. So I just get into it, and then I get somebody phoning for like 3 community baits, and then I go out and I come back, and then I think, right, where am I up to now? So what I've been doing is taking a phone thing of it just quickly when I go out, so I know where I'm up to. So when I come back, I know where I'm up to on the phone. If I can't get back on the computer here, I can take it home and think, well, that's what I've done. Send it to myself. I have to keep sending it myself because it's constant getting disturbed. And when you're writing, really, you could do with a couple of hours with no disturbance.
Yeah, you could.
Do you know what I mean?
I think Emma's back, so we can put Emma back on.
Oh, she's back. Have you turned your phone off now, Em?
Yeah, didn't want to be getting work calls.
Right, I know. Right, you work. Oh, do you work at home all the time in the day?
Yeah.
So you're back.
My office phone rings to my mobile.
Oh, right. And even after a certain time?
Yeah, I have to turn it off on my laptop so that my mobile stops ringing with the office line. And I forgot to do it.
I wish I could turn mine off at night sometime. I got a phone call last night, and it was like about 7:45, just about finished because we've been out a long day yesterday. Just about finished, just about sat down for tea, and they're saying somebody was desperate for food and that they should have had a deliver up action together and it didn't turn up and blah blah. You end up going back out because you feel so guilty leaving them with no food, so you end up going back out. It's like 8:45 when I finished last night.
Fucking hell.
But then I can't go to bed early because then I just feel like I'm not tired enough, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm not
and then
tired
you end up
enough.
eating a chippy for your tea as well because you've been working till late.
Yeah.
You end up with, I can't be arsed cooking, so I'm going to get a pizza or a chippy. And the next thing you know, you've had takeaway 5 nights a week and you drunk a lot of vodka.
Well, I didn't have the vodka, but I had that, what you said, the salt and pepper chicken thing, you know, the box from China 21.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Oh, my God. Well, we had that between us, me, Lee, and Adam. I only had a little bit, really, to be honest, because I thought, well, I'm not having too much late on at night because it gives you a heartburn. So I only had a little bit. Them two had a pile, honest to God, on the plate was massive. Big Lee's was massive. And he actually said, I could have had more of that. I went, are you joking? I was full up with a small plate.
seriously, like I feel like that salt and pepper stuff from there is the best salt and pepper stuff I've ever had in my life. However, it was when I started eating that salt and pepper stuff that I started having problems with my heart. And I think it's because it's so spicy and I was eating so much of it. That's what's kicked off my heart problems. And now they're just here to stay, but I can't stop eating it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'll only have it once a month now rather than twice a week. But that was what kicked me off. It's delicious.
Really?
Yeah.
It just shows you, doesn't it? Well, I can't have anything like tikka and things like that. I can't have anything red. So, but the salt and pepper chicken, I seem to be all right with, but I just can't eat too much.
I said, it depends on your body, doesn't it? Every body is different, and some people.
Well, while we're talking about bodies and everybody's different, what's your feelings? We'll go to Sharon first on the vaccination.
I think Sharon might froze. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sharon's
you
just
froze.
I'm struggling to hear you.
You're struggling to hear, Sharon.
Her video keeps breaking up as well.
Yeah, your video breaking up.
Yeah.
So we'll go, Michelle. What do you think about the vaccination?
Yeah, I'm going to have it, definitely. Yeah, after we got COVID, me, Rod and Jack, and it was horrible. So yeah, we're having the vaccine.
Right, and you've got no outline problems in your family?
Oh, I've got loads of problems in the family.
Jack.
Depends what kind of problems you're talking about.
I took a lady, 98, the other week because she was just allocated to me. Would I take her for the vaccine? And I took her for the vaccine. And they ask you, I mean, a bit daft asking a 98-year-old, but hey, it's got to be asked. Is she planning on having any children? Which I thought was quite amusing, but you know.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about this.
Yeah, so if you're planning on having any children, then the vaccine's not safe. Because it can stop you having being fertile for the child. That's
all right.
You've not tested it against that.
Yeah,
that's why
the thing is like it depends how high the percentage is.
Yes.
So
I don't know.
If it's like, you know, 0.0001 people could experience that, then it's still worth having the vaccine.
Yeah.
If it's like 95% of people, then you might want to give it a miss.
Yeah.
Just depends on your personal circumstances, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It does. It does. And I think that's the thing, because they was on about it this morning, and Piers Morgan was on about being mandatory. I don't believe in mandatory anything, because we're all different. You've just said it yourself. We're all different. We're all different shapes, sizes, and different. And the thing is, if you're, and it asked her, as she suffer from epilepsy.
I do, don't I?
Well, they'll ask you all that anyways. They ask you all that. They ask you all the questions before. So the thing is, what I'm saying to you is, they do ask them questions first, because there is a problem that if you suffer from stuff like that, there is a percentage that you might not be able to have it. That's all. I don't know the percentage, because I've not gone into it. I just know that for me it would be a no, because obviously my circumstances are different than yours. I mean, I've lost somebody with that, so we're allergic to that sort of stuff. I'm allergic to penicillin, so I can't chance it unless they say outline that there is no.
See, Emma, my workmate, she's allergic to penicillin, and she had the vaccine. Was it 3 days ago? Saturday, she had the vaccine, and she's all right at the moment. But we were talking about it today, because she works in caring, you see. So she basically got told you have to have the vaccine to keep your job, kind of thing, really, to do your job. So she's had it done in one of the first ones.
That is Custonian. I think it's a Custonian thing that you know, like we're not in a Custonian state, are we? Also, I believe, but they are saying to people that you lose your job if you don't have the vaccine. I think I don't like. It's the principle of that. I don't like that. I don't
try and looking at Carl from.
Hello.
Can you
Hello. Yeah, can you hear me?
now.
Hey, can you hear me?
There we go.
You can hear
Oh
us.
yes.
Oh my God, we're just saying what we're just, we're having a bloody nightmare. All of us bloody.
Well,
I'm
I've never
walking around
used
the
this one before.
Eh?
I've never used this one before. Everybody was like, I use Google Meets or Zoom, so I was like, oh, why can't I do it? But anyway, I've used my phone, so that's why the computer won't connecting for some reason.
Oh, because if you use this one, it can go straight to YouTube.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. Because this will go to YouTube and go on your channel, whereas the others don't do that. So, like for us, because we're in performing arts, I want it to go to YouTube, just because it's just part and parcel of what we're doing. Do you know what I mean?
Let me see if I can have Babs back.
So, what are you doing, Carl? What have you been doing, Carl? Oh, there's
You know what? It's doing
Bablola.
my head in.
All right. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, good. The connection is playing up, that's all.
Yeah, I can hear you now. See
Because I'm out.
If you're out and you're in your car,
Yeah, I'm just driving home from work. Yeah.
it's all right. You can go from bloody work and still get on Zoom in.
Why not?
I'm absolutely.
So what have we talked about?
We've talked about daily stuff because the lads couldn't get on, and then we talked about
Thank God.
who's having the vaccine and who's not, and
All right, okay.
and then we're just saying that we're absolutely fed up of it, and I'm just saying I'm dancing with most here, and I'm sick of it. We're not
I'm sick of it.
I'm absolutely sick of it.
Yeah, I am. So am I, to be honest. My life has changed completely.
Yeah.
With this crap, I've just had to work all the time.
So
I didn't know this is what full-time working is.
Yeah.
I'm not used to this crap.
Well, at least you got a job, Babble. At least you had a job always on the side.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
At the moment, I'm doing a course to become a nurse. At the moment, that's how. You know what I mean? That's how much deeply I'm going into work full time.
Well, you definitely have a job if you do that.
But it is what it is, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is what it is, though.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, if you went into Kerr, they'd have you singing every week, wouldn't they?
I know. I was gonna, but no.
So what have you been doing?
Is everyone all right?
Not much really. I'm still doing this show. I've got a show. It's supposed to be in March. A one-man show. I've been writing for 5 years. That's how long it's took me. But it's just that I don't know where I'm up to with it really. I've got when you've wrote something, which I haven't wrote, that's like, but I'm nearly there. But I've got like loads of stuff to still, like, once I've got the basic down, I'll be able to like rearrange, put it together. It's like all over the place at the minute. But I've had help with it and stuff like that, and I've had an audience with it weeks and weeks ago. Where I've had people come around and I've just done it and said, what do you think about that bit with this bit and stuff like that? And it's driving me up the wall. It's like a real life. It's from like the 80s up till now. So it's a mix from the 80s till now.
And then you're going to put it together once you've done one man show, you're going to put it together like a play or...
Oh, yeah, it'll be a touring play, yeah.
Yeah, it sounds good because I've been doing The Nobody's Child. I've been doing that and I've been writing it. But I know where you're coming from because it's trying to motivate yourself to have that time to do that writing. And it's just hard when, like for me, I've been doing so many other things as well. But it's hard because all was in the back of my mind, all I'm thinking about all the time is when can we all meet up and get bloody shows on and dance.
Do you know what? About 4 weeks ago or whatever it was, I got to go to London to watch Les Mis, the concert, for one night. And that night they closed it, the 17th it was of last month. It was amazing. It was dead emotional because obviously we haven't been in theatre. Rob and I go theatre like every week to see something. It's just it's like killing me really to be at home and I can do is decorate and buy new furniture, and I've spent a fortune on buying things. I'm waiting for a new sofa actually that I haven't bought, and so I've just moved it today. So we've got a 2-seater in this flat, and there's 3 of us in here because it's locked down. But and as you might know, Anne, with your show, it's the same with mine because you get so much done, and you go, oh, you know what? You can't sleep because you're thinking of what you're writing, and then I'm thinking, oh, I forgot this out, or I forgot that out, and I should have put that in it. That's what's teasing. So then
well, I do that because I get up and I think, God, I'll just have to type a message to myself on the phone quick and send it to myself. I'll send myself an email with things I've missed out. So the next morning, I just remember what I need to put in. But it's driving me nuts because, like you say, I got do you know one of them script things?
Yeah, fine.
It's like what's it called now? It's a theatre thing, and it sets out all the script for you. So instead of just putting down words, it basically sets the script for you, the characters, the dialogue.
You can do like, you can have a few, there's like Google scripts and stuff like that, and you can put like, so it does it for you. So like when you do scene 2, if you go to the side of the computer, it'll say all the scenes, things like that.
Yeah, that's what I've got. But I'm finding that's what I'm finding difficult. I don't know if you did that, Michelle, but I'm finding that difficult because I'm used to just writing it and then putting who's saying what and what's saying that and where. But now you've got to actually put it into the perspective of screens, act 1, scene 1.
Yeah.
Scene. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's the flow, isn't it? The flow. Yeah. I think it's harder when you've got other characters, when you've got kids in it as well, because especially when they drop in and out, you know, you've got to sort of adjust it a little bit, and then it affects the scene later on. So it is. I mean, I love writing. I enjoy it. I really enjoy it, and it's one of them things. You wake up early morning, and then that's the time you've got some time to think, isn't it? You know.
Yeah.
A bit drifty in your head.
All night in bed, so you're picking all morning, and then I don't sleep, and that's just because when I've done it. To be fair,
there's a writer I know called Chris Hoyle. He used to be in Coronation Street as a kid, and he did a one-man show. You'll know him most probably. He did a one-man show because not a one-man show. He'd written a show. He's a professional writer now, but when he was a kid, he was in Coronation Street at 14, and he played a newspaper boy. I'm talking like in the 80s, and he played this newspaper boy, and then he started smoking a bit of weed, and the papers got hold of it and put him in the papers, and then after that, he sort of got him with this girl from Coronation Street. I don't know who it is, but she sounds fantastic. But her stepbrother was gay. This is in real life, and she was in Corrie, and she was a real like flirty like girl in Corrie. This is because he did the show, and it was really good. And he said, and the girl was like, "Oh, what are you doing?" He's called Christian, really, Chris Hoyle. And she was going, "What are you doing tonight, Christian?" And he's like, "I'm doing nothing. I'm off for 2 days." She's like, "Come to Gay Village with us. Oh, my stepbrother's gay, and you're gonna fucking love it and all this." And anyway, long story short, he goes to the Gay Village and he starts. He like loves it, and he starts staying at her house, but he doesn't tell his mum. He says he's staying at someone's house from the show, but he doesn't say that he's been out. He's asking for a bit of his wages from Corrie, and his nana's like, "Well, I'll ask her for your son." And he's asking the mum, she's saying, can he have some money? He wants some new clothes. He can't go out with his friends with all these old clothes on. And he's in Coronation Street. And anyway, he gets clothes and starts going out and starts taking the odd dabble of, you know, a bit of weed and stuff like that. He ends up copying off with the girl from Coronation Street, stepbrother. The stepbrother's 21, but Chris is only 15 by now. And Chris is saying, enticing him, the 21-year-old, saying, "No, it'll be all right." And he's like, "No."
Oh, God, just cut out a second there.
No.
No,
We were
right in that then.
There we go, you're back out.
Oh, where did you go? Where did I go?
You left, so we were up to. He started enticing him as a 15-year-old. Is it okay?
So he started enticing him as a 21-year-old by saying, "No, my mum won't know." And he's like, "Christian, honestly, you know, I can't. I'm in this girl's house. He lives in the girl from Coronation Street, their house and everything. The 21-year-old. So every time the 21-year-old comes back to Christian's house to meet his mum and his nana, his nana was played by Karen Emthorne, who's an amazing actress, and they come there with all like, they've got to remember they're living in a terrace council house, and these people from Korea are coming, and the nana's like, oh, I've done my hair especially and all this, and these people come to the house and that, and the mum meets this 21-year-old, because it's the brother of the girl from Korea. They sort of trust him. And Christian says, listen, Mum, I'm going away this weekend. Corey's sending me away to York to do a charity. So then he kept saying to his mum, he's got a charity venue to go to, and they're staying over. And the mother's idea was, well, we can't come, we've got Willow. And she says, can you not take blah, blah, this 21-year-old, because they trust him with her. And that's how, and then they're together then. And cut a long story short, they're doing this secret affair, and he's still in Coronation Street, and he's 21. Coronation Street, he got followed by the paparazzi, and they took pictures of him holding hands and kissing in car. And basically, the producer of Corrie came to the house and said, I need a meeting with Christian. She come to the house, the mother was there. She said, is this true, Christian? Because they're going to print it in the paper tomorrow, and they can print it if it's true. And I want you really to tell me it's not true. Is it true? And it was like, yeah, and the windows were being bricked and everything. And this is all real life. And anyway, she said that they had him in a meeting in Granada Studios, and they sacked him. So now he's a famous writer, Chris Hoyle from Colliers or somewhere like that. And he's amazing, he's brilliant. And he writes all the gritty stuff.
I've heard of him, you know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but I've heard of his name.
But he's really good writer.
Yeah, but it's how bizarre that they follow you like that, and then you get the sack like that. Just
I know, it's disgusting, really, because realistically, you didn't do anything.
But I suppose, Emma, you know, he's breaking the law, isn't it? Because the lad's 15, so that's where the whole thing comes in, isn't it?
Yeah, but obviously, people.
Technically, he's not breaking the law.
Yeah.
You're a little quiet. I think you might have come a bit far away from your phone or your laptop.
I'm trying to listen to Emma, and I'm like that with me.
Yeah, it's just a bit far away from
technically, he's not breaking the law because he's only 15. It's the other lad who's 21. So technically, he's done nothing wrong. So why should he get fired?
Oh, right, okay.
But the 21-year-old then they wanted to take to court in real life, and he put a stop to it. He said, I don't want to go to court, and I don't want him to go to court. It was me, but nobody had listened to him, and he'd been sacked by this time, you know. And he was a great actor, and now he's dead down to earth like fella, you know what I mean? But he writes mainly for theatre, and they had the first show on at the Oldham Coliseum last year. It's about 43, I think, Chris.
Yeah.
But he writes all British, really brilliant stuff. And the idea is, and I don't know what yours is about, but yours sounds like this kind of style. Chris did another one at Oldham Coliseum. I won't go into it, but all it was called was Get Out, something like that. And it was about a woman who lived in a council house, and they was knocking the street down, and she had a few people like close friends with her in this house, and she said, I'm not going nowhere. She barricades herself in the house in the end. And the day they come to, it's a really touching story, and the day they come to, she says, all my life I've lived in this house, all my life, and they want me and all this. And she's the last house standing on the street, and Karen played it again, Karen Hemthorne, and she's such a good actress. And at the end of it, a friend comes, and they're dancing around the living room, yay, to all this 70s music and having a party and all that stuff, because it's the last night, you know, and they're getting bladdered. Next day, somebody knocks on the door, and they go in, Shirley, come on, it's your last day. Are you ready? And all this. And a mate goes in, and everybody turns up at the house to see Shirley off the last day, and she's actually dead on a sofa asleep. And it's just all the writing, so like, it's what we know. It's all the people like we see and the stories that we know. Like Popstars, the kids have their own stories, and you know some of them, and some of it's rough. It's like that kind of thing. I was brought up on a council estate, and I can familiarise with every one of them. My show starts with, I was in a battered wives home growing up, different battered wives homes, and my show starts as the battered wives homes, and how people can it's about real life and how people don't have to, because it annoys me, this thing of, well, your mother were battered, so I'll batter my wife. I don't agree with it. Doesn't mean that you turn out that way. And it's a story that goes to modern day. But all these true life stories, especially at Middleton or Salford, where I'm from, or them kind of places, these are the best stories to put on because the people know it.
Yes.
Yeah.
They know the stories.
Well, you should speak to my best friend Leslie. She's come from battered wives' homes, and she's also a recovering alcoholic, 20 years clean. And her life is an absolute story that you would never believe. Some of the stuff that has happened to her. I tell you what, Carl, you could make a film of Leslie's life has just been unbelievable. And
I remember you telling me about her.
Jacob will actually verify that there was a little incident the other week with Leslie. Wasn't expecting it. Jacob and I walked into it, and it was just a shock. He nearly dropped the telly off the wall. He was that shocked. But this is another thing that's just happened to her, and everything seemed fine. And suddenly, this bad thing happened to her just out the blue. And thank God that me and Jacob was there because I stopped it happening. Because at the end of the day, I would have kicked the out of you know what. It wouldn't happen on my watch.
I've got Markel here as well. He's just joined us. I'm just waiting for Babs. Hey. Babs is just, I think he's just pulled up and gone inside, and it's just cut off. So I'm just waiting for him to come back on, and then I'll put him back on when I get him back.
Hey. So I'm putting my daughter's food on. I was listening to your story though. Listen, wow. That's deep, man.
Well, we're talking about stories and different things, but honest to God, some of the stories that you could tell and put into a film in a play. So the idea is, because we've all adults together, the idea is what mine is, a film and a play. And it's been funded as well. So that's a good thing because...
Just remind everybody we're on YouTube and it's live, and some of the kids.
Oh, he's saying that we're on the YouTube and it's live, so we've not got to swear. Well, I haven't swore.
Just saying, watch what's going on because it's on YouTube for all the kids to watch.
But I'm not giving too much away anyway. But I'm saying that. Sorry.
What have you invited me for?
I said, what have you invited me for? I can't stand.
It's human contact. We haven't had it for a while. And at the end of the day, obviously, we all want to get back. Markel wants to get back dancing. Emma, you want to get back dancing. Michelle wants to get back to her drama. Carl wants to get back to his life. And I definitely want to get back to mine. So it's just hard, isn't it? It's just hard. But it's like, all I can say to all of you is, when we start back and when we get back, the play's funded and the places will be funded. And we've got funds to bring you all back in. So it's just at least there's that to know that as soon as we can get back in, the funds will be there to bring and hire you all back and get you all back in. So that's a good thing to know that they've actually said as soon as we get back in, like Markel, Carl, Emma, everybody, you'll all be funded to come back in to do your stuff. Oh, he's got the baba. Hello.
He's saying hi. He's saying hi.
Hi. Hello.
Hi. Hello. She can't hear you because I got on the headphones. But
we're all mad.
All right.
Yeah,
go down.
I just can't wait to get back. What have you been doing, Markel?
He's just gone off a sec. Yeah.
Okay.
One sec. This girl is Now I've been auditioning in it, and I did a radio play. So I've just done a radio play, and right now, wait, if you can see, so this is me right now.
Script writing.
No auditioning. I got recalls in it for a play, and I just auditioned for a TV series in a week. So it's like, I've been script writing yesterday. I said to myself, I'll finish the script. I keep starting scripts. Getting to page 76 and going, all right, let me start something else. I need to get to page 90 and I'm finished. Yeah. And I've said last night I was going to do that. And okay, I fell asleep. I fell asleep, but I will finish it. And then this one all day, she's been energetic, haven't you? Huh? Very energetic. Yeah, you going in the living room? Go.
So
No.
have you got the second call back? You said I didn't know they was doing
Yeah.
auditions. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize myself that stuff was still happening. I mean, I did that Emmerdale thing back in November for that new character, but I didn't get no call back for that. So I was like, yeah, it's not going ahead. Then I saw the character. Don't worry, it's all right. I don't feel hurt. It's all right, it's cool. Well done to him. But yes, I did a radio drama in it. So BBC sent me over some stuff, radio mics and all that. Well, a mic and stuff, and to do all of that. So I did that. I don't know when it's out. They told me it should be out by now, but I've not heard anything. And then I just auditioned for this play that came out of nowhere. It was like a 4-day play thing, 2 days in the West End and 2 days in Manchester. And I was like, okay, yeah, we could do that with Baba and all that. And they postponed it, but they wanted us to sing a song in the audition, so I made up a song. They said one that was funny and all that, and I couldn't think of anything funny in the vein of the play, so I made up a song. You know, Mean Girls, the movie. I mean, the West End musical. I took their song, the instrumental, because I'd never heard that song, so I made sure I never heard that song, and then wrote a sort of Hamilton-style version over it, and sent it to them, and they were like, funny, and I was like, really? My missus said it wasn't that funny. And yeah, I got Rico.
Yeah, it's all good though, isn't it? At least, you know, when we finally get there, you'll get that. You've got that job lined up at least as well.
I know they're still filming for TV, for adverts as well.
Yeah, well, they sent us something for an advert, but you have to be a Pacific. I mean, if you haven't got the Pacifics, no point in even putting it online, because you know, if you wasn't twins and Asian, then they didn't want you. Do you know what I mean? It was like, it's this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's got to be.
You know who they're after. That's what they want, isn't it?
Yeah, so they're very specific with different stuff, and sometimes the pay is really good, but they want specifics, and it's like there's no point in it. Putting it out there saying they want a 20-year-old and passing it on to everybody. There's just no point, is there? You know what I mean?
I had one for
sometimes
that comic.
You know.
Do you know what they call the bookies? You know, the Coral.
Oh yeah.
I had one for Coral, and it was just so crap, and there were that many people in, and it's like a turnover as they are adverts. Loads of my mates were there. I was like, oh yeah, and I got a call back to that. But that was just, and all you're doing is looking at some horse in the on Coral racing. Then the horse falls, and you're like, oh, can't swear on here, can I? And then the horse falls and it gets back up, and you're like, yay! Because you've looked at your phone and you've on your phone that says that you get so much money back if you lose this comic advert. But I mean, mate, you know, got that part, but there's that many people going for it. It's like, I said to me, don't really send me unless it's for specifically for what they want, what I want, instead of just throwing me in, because it's just, I can't handle it.
Cow market, innit? It's cattle. Yeah. It's the cattle market commercial world. That's why I've not done a commercial in I don't even know how long. Because it's just like really like so many people for like 2 seconds, and it's like, have you got the time to even get there? Blah blah blah. Yeah, the pay is good sometimes. Well, majority of the time, but like, yeah, was that Michael Jackson's one?
You've not got that connection that you have in a normal casting, have you? You're just sort of like nobody. It's sort of like right by, you know. That kind of feeling.
I remember I went in for a shower one early last year. Now, no one said anything, whether are we taking our tops off, or we not, are we like, no one said anything, yeah, right? Everybody else has been going in and coming straight back out. Now, I know like the guys that went in before me, they looked a little like they were like physically whatever, yeah? So I was like, here, do you want to take her? So I was like, okay, they must have been taking tops off. I found out I was the only one that took my top off in there, yeah, right? I got a recall, but like, was it? I didn't know. I didn't know. Like, it was like I just thought, you know, because the brief was like, yeah, they're doing this, and at this point you push your belly in and all of this. I was like, all right, cool, you got to see my belly, innit?
It's so much, God, we're just like in lockdown belly, and pre-lockdown belly is gonna.
Listen, do you know what I'm saying? That lockdown belly is coming. I'm telling you. Like this role that I've been recalled for right now, it says muscular build. I'm like, I mean, yeah. Like if you're talking a few years ago, like you know what I mean? Like we talk a few years ago, yeah, muscular, yeah. We're talking dad bod, yeah.
I won't be messing up.
You still got a good sleep, haven't you? So you can get away with that. It's just like, it's like after 12 months of like just do you know what?
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm in the right in the middle of like an actor's crisis because I've gone from this kind of playing these roles to like being seen for dads, and I'm like, I've never played a dad ever. I don't think. And now they're sending me for dads, and I'm like, I'm gay. I'm about 5'6". You know, I just don't look like a dad.
No.
So it's sort of like, as soon as they say it, I got to start cringing and going, how old's the kid? I still
I know it. I was the kid.
But you know what? The thing is, they can do great stuff like now. You could get away with being a dad, I suppose, if they put makeup on you, or do you know what I mean? Even give you a wig or something, because you sort of you don't portray a dad, do you? Really, to be honest,
no.
Mark, you don't portray a dad. Really, it's hard to see that he is a dad, but you know when he's a little girl like that, he just portray a dad. But when you see him out without a child, you wouldn't think he was a dad, would you?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I can get mistaken with these youths nowadays, like right. I'm like, okay. You know what's killing me? It's when you see the breakdowns, like the casting directors put the breakdowns out, and like, oh yeah, the character's 30 years old, he's gonna be this and all that, and I'm like, I'm 37. All right, cool, we got this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what? He looks a bit young, like he looks a bit too young for this role. I was like, and then you go, okay, too young for that role. Hollyoaks should just put out another role. 22. All right, sweet, let's try that. You know what? He's looking a bit older than 20. All right, someone talk to me. How old am I supposed to be?
Where should I aim?
Oh my God, I can't tell you how much. Sorry, love.
I think they like to confuse you in castings half the time, see if you can handle it, don't they? Or they don't know what they want. They're like you know.
Do you know what
this is true. This is true. They don't know what they want.
Yeah, they don't. And what it is with castings, when they go, they could have a remit of what they're looking for, and they put it all out there, and then somebody walks through the door and they think, do you know what? I've changed my mind. Do you know, like we would really, you'd think, do you know what? This person would fit perfect with this role. You've done it, Carl, when you did Oliver, and you just suddenly think, well, do you know what? They would actually fit perfect for that role, and it's just that, isn't it? It's that minute.
Yeah. I went for this one to play as per usual. I was playing a murderer again, but this guy I was playing was on death row, who had 2 older children actually, because I had them really young. I got that part actually, so I have played a dad. But this part, what in casting, I knew somebody in the casting, and they thought this guy who was 52 years old was going to get it. They said, "Oh, he's perfect for it," and I'd not even been in the room. And I thought, oh, my chance was the day after. They were casting it for 3 days, over 3 days, and straight away, if I wasn't focused, I would have lost it, because I was thinking, well, they've said he's perfect, I'm nothing, I'm not 52, you know. And I knew the guy that had gone for the part anyway. I just played it absolutely. I had so much fun with it and played it so psychopathic, and I got it. So it just shows you, like, they don't know what they want, do they?
No,
well, that's the thing. And I think like a friend of mine who does a lot of casting, she's on the casting side, and then I got another mate that was on there with them, and he sat in with a few people, and he was like, these people will kill it because I've seen their work. They've gone in, not killed it, and it's like, what's going on? And then you see the ones that are constantly booking, he goes, that walk in a room and there's a different air. And I was like, what are you talking about? And it's like, there's a different feel. Now we go, this is the breakdown. They go, this is me. I can do this role. And you go, oh, okay, maybe you are what I'm looking for. Do you know what I mean? They make you believe.
Persuade them,
that's, rather than this is my breakdown, blah, blah, blah. I fit your breakdown. No, your breakdown fits me.
Yeah.
That's what
and you know what happened to me a few years ago? I went for Silent Witness, which I got, and I went in, and I can't, Andy Pryor, is it? No, not Andy Pryor, Andy Briley it was. And I went in, and I was so unsure that day. You know, them days. This day, I was just so unsure. And I actually did say to him, you know, they said, oh, all these people say, oh, don't be begging for jobs and all that. I wasn't begging, but I did say nicely to him, I really need this job this year. To start this year, I need this job. I want it. And like everybody would say to me, Carl, don't say that. But I did, and I got it. It could have just persuaded him slightly a bit more.
Yeah.
I think it might have been beyond that though, like your preparation.
Yeah. But it just helped me that day because I felt so low in the audition. You know what it's like. Some days you're on fire, and other days you just something there, not right there. You know.
See, I'm working with the.
That little tip over the edge, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's the other thing though. That's it's the you see. I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it, the X factor. Yeah. Going into the room. Yeah. The nerves. Yeah. If you find a way to settle your nerves, I feel you saying that to him was you going ground zero. I'm now back in control.
It totally was. Yeah. And that's because I dropped a line first.
Please.
Yeah. I dropped a line and my line went straight out my head and I just made something up. And then he went, are you unsure on that line? And I said, actually, I am quite sure. Let me script a minute. And I just carried on. But I did get that in the conversation. Then it just did settle in. And it was like, right, now we're off. You know, like it's like
because I feel like that's what the myth. I feel like that's what the myth is at the present moment. It's like everyone's like, take that nervous energy and embrace it and use it and all that. Listen, everyone that's booking or anyone that's booking is in a calm state of mind. If you're a boxer, you're right, you're in a fight, you cannot lose your head. You have to be at a level where you know that jab is coming, you're gonna slip it, hook it. You gotta be on your A game. So you gotta do whatever you need to bring you back to ground zero. That place of calm. So when they say use that nerves, it's like no, just own up to your nerves. Listen, I'm nervous. Boom. Once you've said that, you're free. You're free.
You know what? There's this program on Friday that I auditioned for. That was Andy Pryor, and it was going to be called The Boys, but they've changed the name. It's Russell T Davis, and I was in Paris. I can't think what it's called. They've changed the name now, but I was in Paris, so I get a call every time I'm away. It's an actor's thing in it. You go away.
Yes.
I'm in Paris. Did you get a call that day? You're out of town, aren't you? I said, I am. Yeah, where are you? I said, in Paris. But I can be in London on Wednesday in 2 days.
Oh.
So she says to me, right, let me get back to Andy. She said, Jim Cartwright, who's my agent, has been on the phone speaking to you for about half an hour, saying how good you are. And so I'm like, right, calm it down because you're making me nervous. And then I walked, honest to God, me and Rob went around Paris. We must have walked 20 miles to find a printer because I needed to print it out. I can't see on my phone. I need glasses. I can't see. I had no glasses. I went right round Paris looking for a printer or a printing shop. Couldn't find one. Went to Moulin Rouge at the night. I got an extra casting while I was there for A Boy That Cries. And I thought, it's for an advert. This is all in Paris. The next day, I found this place and we paid, I don't know how much it was. It must have been 20 odd quid, and they printed the script out. But then I had the audition tomorrow. It was a full on. They wanted something like 5 scenes, and I thought in my head, I just thought, and there's this big scene in the church. I don't know who got the part, but this big scene in the church, and there was lines like that, about 15 lines. And when I went to the audition, all of it was okay, but because I know that I've not had that much planning, my head went with it straight away. I thought, you're not going to get this. No chance. You've not had enough time. And I didn't get it.
Yeah.
And I got to this. Yeah, I got to this moment.
It's a sin.
But it was.
What you saying?
Was the program called It's a Sin?
Oh, yeah. I think it's
Friday, isn't it? Do you know what? I can't wait for that to come on me. It looks so good.
It's about AIDS in the 80s.
That's it. It's called It's a Sin, and I think it's ITV.
Because
it is ITV. I messaged Russell in it about it, and I was just like, "Yo, this looks interesting and stuff like that."
It looks so good. I can't wait for it. The main guy in it is Ollie from Years and Years. You know, the ones that sing that "If You're Over Me."
I don't know.
Right. Well, he's the main guy in it, but also the guy
Tracy
from
Oberman's
How
in
I
it.
Met
I know
Your Mother.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't.
But that song is called "It's a Sin," and that's the #1 song. By is it Erasure?
Pet Shop Boys.
Right. Well, that's why it's called.
Wow. Yes.
Because they play that song.
You know the good thing about that, Emma, is I believe that it's all you can watch them all in one block on Friday if you want. You can go on it's Channel 4. It is.
Is it Channel 4?
Channel 4?
Yeah, because he always he's always going 4 Russells because they're a bit rude.
Yeah, Emma. Yeah, E4 and all that because him and Andy Pryor always went so close together.
Up onto the portal.
I think so. I think once you go on and start record a series link, can't you? And then you can watch it.
I had some friend yesterday and said that thing of Russell's is on Friday, and I was like, "All right, I'll watch it." Yeah, and he said you can watch them all on Channel 4, catch up or whatever it is on that. They have a link to watch them all. But I will watch it.
I just think he's a great writer, man.
He is, and you know what? I know Russell quite well, but I came second for Nathan in Queer as Folk in the 90s.
I was just going to say you did Queer as Folk.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Russell,
I said to Russell,
a few things.
I've never been cast.
Andy did. Russell wrote. Yeah, Andy casted me. Russell wrote.
Yeah, I've not been cast, and Andy does all his, doesn't he? Andy casts all Russells. But and I said to Russell, I've seen him at Salford Arms watching a play. I said, I'm on the way back for you. And he said, Carl, I've not seen you for years. I said, I'm on the way back to you. But then that part up wrecked it. Do you know what I mean? But it's one of them things.
He'll get you back in, man. He's like,
you know what?
I mean?
I am quite excited for. I mean, I think it's called Cobra 2. I'm not sure, but I had an audition for that, and that was about 2 months ago. I've had nothing. I mean, nothing at all. I've had nothing. But I usually have this feeling, like this spiritual feeling, that my spirituality is like up here, and I get parts coming to me when I feel dead low, like I don't want anything. It's like I'm not bothered. I'm at home. I'm quite happy being where I am, and I'm doing my writing for my play, and that's it. And it usually doesn't happen when I'm doing that, which is crazy.
No, I am 100% with you with that. And when you get that feeling that something's going to come to you, that's because you're now open to the universe. You're allowing things to come to you now. Because the universe wants to give you things, but the problem with this, everyone goes, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. And the universe goes, which one do you want? Make up your mind.
You've got to be specific.
I don't know. Exactly.
Yeah.
And then when you are open to the universe, you're open to it.
I went out to town because, and I've told so many people, I mean, I know so many spiritual people, but I know so many people that go, do you know Joe Simpson?
Joe Simpson?
Do you know him? Yeah.
I don't know him. I don't go, hey.
Yeah. And Joe said, I can't swear. Am I still live on here?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Joe says, it's a load of baloney, that rubbish, he says. I really believe it because I know when I'm on that vibration, I'm on it.
Yes.
And I went into the field. I went into the field because I watched a program, Jim Carrey, who I don't like, but I believe he's really spiritual. So I watched it. It's on Netflix or something. And he was talking about, he used to take a $1 million bill in his wallet around, $1 million, written out $1 million on a check in his.
Oh, it was the check. It was the check. Yeah.
The check.
Oh my God.
A year later, he made so many million, but he went into a field and the law of attraction and all these things. So you know what? I thought, I really need a job and I really need a television job, and I went and I did that. And after I did that, I got 3 jobs in a row.
Yeah.
For going into the field and asking the universe. That's what I wanted, and people thought, Mad Rob just looked at me and rolled his eyes, said he's on, he's on a bipolar moment. But, I was, but I love it.
See, I wrote my check. I've wrote my check.
Have you wrote it?
20 million.
There you go. And these are the things and this is why people think actors are absolutely crazy, and we are crazy, but it's all for a reason. It's for a reason.
You know what I'm saying? It is. And people do need to understand the spiritual side, the energy, the frequencies. When you start getting on that energy, that frequency, when you come around like-minded people as well, oh my God, it multiplies. yeah. And what you really want will come, yeah. You just got to believe. The problem with what people do though, the ones that are non-believers, I believe, yeah, is they go, I want this and this is how it's going to happen for me. Don't forget about the how. You are too small to understand how the universe can do stuff for you. The universe was created, yeah. To this day, you cannot go, this is how it was. We're human beings. We're too small. We're too small of a beings, yeah, to understand all of that, yeah. All we need to know is, what do you want? Hold on to what you want. I really believe that.
Yeah. And you have friends. I have friends that are working, and you know what? They've got this big hang up because they're not getting work, or which is a lot of us, most of us, and we're not getting work and all that stuff. But the thing is, I can sit here and I've sent some casting directors some my work yesterday actually, but we can sit here and I know work will come because it's in me and that's what I do. So there's no point in me crying about it. And that's the feeling. It's the people
I don't understand your nerves, because I look at things like this. I'm never nervous of wherever we go or wherever I walk into a room, whenever I'm with somebody. I'm never nervous of anybody else, and I think it's because maybe it's because I'm not doing the audition, or maybe because, you know, but I always think to myself, if they ask me to do an audition, Harry Met Sally, believe me, I'd do that audition of Harry Met Sally. I've got no inhibitions of being able to act or do anything like that. It doesn't bother me one little bit. Walking into a room with other people, I would give anything a go. And walking into a room of other people never phases me, because I just think that they're just other people. At the end of the day, if they like me, for that specific thing, this is how I would think if I was acting. If they want me for that specific thing, I will go in there and give what I need to give. But if they don't want me for that because I don't fit it, that's fine. But I never go in nervous. I don't let other people put me off, and I don't know why. I'm just never nervous about stuff like that. I'm just a bit like, I think people think I've walked into Granada Studios and doing different stuff, and people think I'm the boss, and I've just gone in because I've just gone to take people to see BBs or whatever. People think I'm the boss. I've gone to BBC with Babalola and things. I just walk in like I own the show, and I don't really care, and I don't know why I don't really care, because people like that don't faze me, because I just think you either like people because you like them, or you don't. They don't fit the part. Or whatever. But I'm always polite, but it just never faze me, and I just wonder, like for you or Markel, when you go in a room, you should believe in yourself a lot more, because you know you've got what it takes. So if it's not what they want,
you still got that lovely good nerves, the adrenaline, but if you're prepared as prepared can be, it's a different nerves. It's not like, oh my God, I'm so nervous, I can't do this. It's not like that. It's like I've got to smash it. I'm nervous, I'm excited, and all these million feelings into one. So it's sort of like, once you've got that prep, you're all right. As long as you've got prep,
I'm with you with that. And I feel like, and you discovered that you're comfortable with you. Do you know what I mean? When you're comfortable with you, everything starts moving out the way. I'm very comfortable with me. I rarely get nerves. I've had nerves once or twice in my life at an audition. Yeah. And it was weird for me. But it was there for like 2 seconds, and I had to stop myself and go, wait, you're Markel. Who the hell is this nervous dude? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right? At the end of the day, the fact is this. I did my prep. I knew what I needed to know. Everything was in place. Anything that's outside of my control, let it go. I can't do nothing about that. That's external factors. Yeah. Do not worry about that. Do blah blah blah. So what I used to do back in the day when I first came to the industry, like, because my agents used to love me. They're like, yeah, you used to be like, all right, didn't happen for you. What's next? With that, do you know what I mean? And I got to a point where I started getting loads of things, and then didn't get one thing, didn't get another. And I still had the same attitude, but there was this one audition I went to, right? And they had an interpreter guy, because he was a Japanese guy. It was for a musical, and he was interpreting, and I don't think the interpreter was telling me exactly what he wanted, but and there was something that was not standing, and the pianist, for some reason, every time he turned over my page, he went out of time, and I was like, no, you're taking a mickey out of my life. So mine wasn't more nerves. It was more. There was more anger there, and say, "Why are you trying to ruin me?" So I'm like, could you do me a
Yeah.
favor? Could you stop playing, please? And I will sing this a cappella. Yeah, right. That was the time that I felt nervous in the sense of I've done everything I need to do. So why are you trying to mess with me? Yeah.
Yeah,
And I'm
yeah,
in my
yeah.
head, and the minute I'm in my head, that's not a space to be because as an actor, you can't be in your head because then you're not present. So when I did that, I was like,
Well, maybe I'm very unusual, but I look at it like this. I don't need other people's approval in my
approval.
life. You either
That's
like
how
me
I grew up.
or you don't. If you don't, am I going to lose any sleep tonight?
Absolutely not.
No.
See,
No, I'm not. 'Cause you know what? I've got a rude, fluffy pillow, and I don't care. But that's just the way I am, and I don't expect everybody to be like that. But I just think we live in this life once, and we all should make sure that we understand that one thing where we are as important as each other. Everyone's as important as each other. We've got such qualities, you know. Whether we dance, whether we sing, whether we perform, whether we do this, we've got great qualities, you know. We don't really know a lot about Michelle, but my God, Michelle is an absolute quality of a woman in her lifetime because the things that she's had to cope with in her life and get through and come the other end and still climb a ladder and start doing lofts and God knows what. That's a proper woman. And there's not a lot of people like Michelle there's not a lot of people like Michelle that are still existent. Girls today think that everything should be given to them, or they shouldn't need to work for it, or they don't need to do this, or they don't. I'm not saying all girls, but all boys. There's a lot of young people today feel like it's a given. It's not. Don't work hard. Understand how hard it is to work and how hard it is to overcome obstacles and carry on going. And Michelle and Leslie and Emma and Sharon, the people like that is I admire them most more than people that maybe say to me, I've just won $1 million. And what? I don't care. I don't like fickle people. I never have. It's not my sort of thing. I like true people. I like loyal people, and I suppose that's why when I go in a room, I think half of them are either getting off with someone else or they've got hidden secrets. So usually I can spot it, and so I'm so confident that I don't really care because they've all got secrets.
I love that. I love that.
Nobody's perfect, and at the end of the day, it's like Marmite, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like, if you think about all the people in the world that hate Marmite, I hate Marmite, but God damn it, does it sell a lot of jars every year? Because there's also the same amount of people that love it. See how I stopped myself then? I stopped myself from swearing.
Very good.
Then.
Yeah, well done, Emma.
Points for you.
There's the same amount of people that love it as there is that absolutely hate it. I'm a hater, but there's going to be people out there that love it. So everybody is at their own Marmite, and you might not get every audition, but so what? There's going to be another one round the corner. However, I want to ask the performers in the room, have you ever been so not nervous that you completely messed up because you just let everything go? Oh, I was on stage
a million times I've done that.
And as the curtain starts rising, and it's rising to my feet, and as it got to my knees, I thought, beep, I don't know what I'm doing. And the curtain rose up past my face, and I just thought, I have no idea what I'm doing. And the music started. I was front row centre, and not a single step did I get right. And I had to just fumble my way through this dance. And the people that were on the line behind me come off stage and said, Emma, what the beat were you doing right then? I was like, I have no idea. I just completely left me. But then we did the same show later that day because it was an afternoon performance, and on the evening performance, got it all right.
There you go. I'm with you.
I was so confident. I'd done 30 shows of the same dance, and on this one day, I just went, gone. Absolutely gone.
Happens to the best of us, man. It does. I'm so 100% with you. 100%. I got too cocky. That's what happened.
Yes.
We was at the Royal Albert Hall opening the National Television Awards, yeah, and we'd rehearsed. So I should know it, yeah, right? Now I was too busy in rehearsals, yeah, right. On the last two rehearsals, messing about because Brian Freeman's seat was just there, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna direct this move over here at him, yeah, right. I'm like, look, never put me in your video, but whatever, yeah. And I wasn't messing about. I was just messing about. So when we come to doing the actual performance, yeah, right, we had Sir Trevor McDonald, yeah, he comes out at the very end, yeah, down the center of us all. Now we all have our specific times to come out, and we all have our things that we're supposed to do. Now take note, they didn't put the proper lights on. Now, when you do backflips and somersaults and all that jazz, yeah, right? Shiny floors are not good. I'm just gonna put it out there. Shiny floors are not good with lights coming off it, yeah. Just putting that out there, yeah. There was a video moment where I couldn't actually do a backflip because it was all white and I couldn't figure out where the floor was. My body wouldn't flip. But anyway, so we're at the National Television Awards. Everyone's gone on. I'm the third person to come out in the song. I come out at 1:08 to do what I need to do, then sing my part, then join in with the rest of the dance with everybody else. It's that simple. It's not hard. You can't mess it up, can you? Now, Holly Willoughby is on the side, and that's the first time I ever met her. I'm a single guy at this point. I'm there trying to chat her up.
I love it.
I think she knew it better than me because she goes, "Ain't you supposed to be young?" And I could hear the music about to play my bit of the words for the sing. And I was like, I've missed the dance. Yeah, right. So I ran out, did a reverse gainer, and just started singing. Everyone gave me that look like, what are you doing? Yeah, right. I tried to join in where we left off. And then I forgot I'm supposed to be at the front on the floor holding a handstand, yeah, right? But instead I put my arm around Sir Trevor McDonald and went, yeah. At the very end. I'm not supposed to do that. I could see on the left of me, yeah, right? I could be going, what the hell? Yeah, and I'm just like, yeah. It was mental. Oh.
She said, hi everyone, I hope you're all well. I tried putting it on the screen, but the comments aren't really working for me this afternoon, so I can't put them on.
All right, so we've got some comments. Natalie says hello to everybody. Hope everybody's well. Hi, Natalie.
Hi, Natalie.
The comments because our tech's not really doing his job today. I don't know what's happened.
It's not me. It's the software that's not quite working. It won't let me put any of the comments on the screen for
we've got to wrap it up apparently because it's saying that we've been on too long. But you know what? It's been absolutely just brilliant listening to some of your stories and everything. It's just been so brilliant. And I'll set up another one and I'll send you all the links maybe next week or something because I just want to keep you updated. But obviously, as soon as we can all open and everything, I can't wait to just hit it and get some obviously Emma's going to dance. Obviously, I hope Markel will be free to dance, and I hope you'll be free to do stuff, and I hope Michelle will be free to do stuff. I just can't wait so that we can just bombard it and get everything on and get
a performance going. Just be like, just get a performance going.
Yeah.
I just keep practicing the one dance that I've done. I just keep practicing it. Emma, you're right. I'll probably know it that well. I'll do it bleeding wrong by the time we get round to it because I'm
when you really know what you're doing.
It's just like you can't go on. Please.
Well, like Carl said before, though, did you say you had a show planned for March?
Yeah, I've got a show in March. Well, it might not be in March now, obviously, because of what happened.
Yeah.
Just try to put it off longer so I don't have to write. That's what I'm doing. But it's supposed to be in March, yeah. One-man show.
Nice.
On a good note, we're doing some Valentine's treats. I've got the pies going out to the community this week on Friday. I've got so many to give out. But on the Valentine's treat, we're doing the 6th of February and the 14th of February. And they're all booked up. But you'll be pleased to know, Emma and Michelle and Sharon, that you're on the list and you will receive a Valentine's gift. Carl doesn't live in the area, or Markel. We've got one for you, but again, I don't know whether you can pick it up with yours and Babalola's, but I'll give you the date. It's either the 6th or the 12th, and then you can get your lady friend. So it'll either be a big giant cupcake or some nice Valentine's stuffed cake. So I don't know which it is yet. But yeah, we're going to be doing that, and I'm going to make sure that all the girls and boys from the Popstars try and get something, because you know what, we need something to cheer us all up. We need something to go for, don't we? So that's what we're doing on the 6th and the 12th of February, and I'll let you know more of the time, and I'll just private message you all and give you dates of when I'm going to arrive. But it'll either be the 6th or the 13th, so it's the Saturday before.
You said 4 different times.
No, it's
12th,
the 6th.
13th or 14th.
No, it'll be the 6th or the 13th, because Valentine's the 14th.
Yeah.
So it's the Saturday before, and then the Saturday before that will be the 6th. So it's the 6th and the 13th. I'll give you a call. But yeah, thank you all for joining. Thank you for coming.
Thanks, Sam.
I've not stopped bloody laughing, to be honest with you. So hopefully we can chat up again. And if anything comes up, please let me know. Carl, Markel, Emma, Michelle, Sharon. Anything comes up or you find anything out, please contact me and let me know. Yeah.
I will.
Yeah.
Always.
Okay.
See you later, everyone.
Bye.
Good to see everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.